Okay. Today, our discussion will be continuing with the DC to DC converters only, and we were classifying those DC to DC converters according to our quadrant of operation. So we had studied class A chopper, which operated in first quadrant. That means our voltage, output voltage and output current was coming out to be positive. Now we had also studied class B chopper, which was a second quadrant chopper, in which our voltage was positive and current was going in the opposite direction, negative. So now what we'll do is study two quadrant choppers. Today we'll study two quadrant choppers, class C and class D. Class A and class B were first only one quadrant chopper. Either it may operate in first quadrant or it may operate in second quadrant. Okay, and class C and class D choppers are two quadrant choppers. We'll look into that. So we'll start into class C choppers. So according to figure 2, we'll see figure 1 later. From figure 2, you can understand that this chopper can operate in your first and second quadrant. In your first quadrant, voltage positive, current positive. In your second quadrant, voltage positive, current negative. Okay, so in these two quadrants, class C chopper can operate. Now, these two quadrant of operation we had already studied. In the first quadrant, class A was operating. In the second quadrant, class B was operating. So we can combine class A and class B to get this. So combining class A and class B will give you class C chopper. That is your two quadrant chopper. And how these are combined? They are connected in parallel. We'll look into that later. So this type of chopper is constructed by the parallel combination of class A and class B chopper. Once it will be operating.
এই যে ই নট ভার্সেস আই নট কার্ভে একটা সাইডে ক্লাস এ একটা সাইডে ক্লাস বি তাই তো
হ্যাঁ, this side is class A, this
দুটো
side is
কোয়াড্রেন্ট
দুটো কোয়াড্রেন্ট। এটা ফার্স্ট, এই দিকটা ক্লাস A, এই দিকটা ক্লাস B। আচ্ছা, তাহলে class A and class B combine করে we will get a class C chopper. So how those class A and class B choppers are connected? There is a parallel combination of these two. We'll look into this. This is our basic circuit. So in class A chopper there was a switch CH, then a diode, then the load. And in class B chopper there was a switch, diode and the load. So this is a total class C chopper circuit. We'll look into this in the next slide. Now this was a class A chopper, which we had already studied. Now both this class A and this is class B chopper diagram already we had studied. We will have to combine these two and connect it in parallel. So when we are connecting in parallel, they will be connected to the same voltage source. Two resistors connected in parallel, that means they have same voltage across it. So obviously there will be one source, that is EDC. There will be no two different sources. So I have drawn over here one source, plus minus EDC. Okay, so from this plus point to this chopper CH1, chopper 1. Okay, from this plus point to this chopper 1, CH1, from this plus point to this chopper 1 in this diagram. Then from this chopper end, that is connected to the RLE load, and that goes to the negative. From this chopper end, from this point, RLE load is connected, goes to this negative point. So from EDC plus CH1 RLEB minus forms this part of the circuit of your chopper class A. And what is the other part? Across this RLE load, this diode is connected DF between this R point and the EB point. So between this R point and EB point, this diode is connected. Forget about this two now. Okay, forget about this two. So there is a diode connected over here. So this part of the circuit, which consists of CH1, D1, RLE as well as EDC, forms your class A part. Now how you are forming a class B part? From the positive of this supply, the negative of the diode is connected. See, from the positive, the negative of the diode is connected. This D2 forms your class B1. Okay, and across this RLE, what is connected? Your chopper CH2. So across this RLE, see across this RLE, this chopper CH2 is connected. Okay, so this complete is a parallel combination of your class A and class B chopper. How you are forming this? If you know these two diagrams, you can draw this very easily by slowly understanding how this plus is connected, how this diode is connected, where this plus terminal is connected to the negative of D2. So it is connected to the negative of D2. Then this CH2 is connected across this RLE, CH2 connected across this RLE. Over here, diode is connected across RLE. So this diode is connected across RLE. So you can easily identify which chopper and which diode will act as class A. That means my CH1 and D1. And from this diagram, which will occur as means class B, that is D2 and CH2, that is D2 and CH2. So this is how your typical class C chopper is formed. If you combine the operation of class A and class B, you will get this class C chopper. So that is our next point of study. Okay, so these are the gate pulses drawn which are given to your choppers. IG1 means the gate pulse given to turn on your chopper 1, CH1, and IG2 wherever it is high, it means my CH2 is on. So let us study a small mode over here. Okay, CH1 is on. What will happen when CH1 is on? Because we are combining class A and class B chopper. So class A, one CH1 will be on, one CH1 will be off. So we have to study according to that. So when CH1 is on, we had already studied current will flow from this positive terminal RLE back to this minus. This diode will not function. So my current is entering in this direction only. This direction and this standard direction is same. So current is positive. If current enters in this direction, this point will be plus, this point will be minus. So voltage across the load will also be positive. So that is the diagram which we have drawn over here. Since it is first stage, we are taking at I01, V01. You can give any name according to you. That doesn't matter. So plus to CH1, then RLE goes in this direction. This is when the inductor charges. Now remember one thing, you should take a conclusion from all these studies what we had done earlier, that when chopper is on means when the switches are on, my inductor gets charged, and whenever the diode is on, the inductor is discharged. So remember, whenever there is a chopper in the circuit, inductor is charging, and whenever there is a diode in the circuit, inductor is discharged. So plus CH1 goes in this direction. So I01 and I0 is in same direction. So if you compare this I0 and I01, they are in same direction. This V01 upper terminal is positive. So E0 upper terminal is positive. So if V01 is again positive, so V01 is positive is equal to EDC. I01 direction is this one, it is positive. And it is charging. So see, it is charging. It is charging. I0. We are drawing I0. So it is charging during this case. We are studying this region CH1 on. So CH1 is on. V01 during this period is what? EDC, which is positive. During this period, you see E0. What is our E0 over here? Is positive. That is nothing but equal to EDC. During this period, from this line to this line, EDC. Now, what happens in class A chopper when CH1 is off? This is off. This inductor discharges through this diode DF. So what remains in the circuit? RLEB and this DF. If you go into this circuit, what remains in the circuit? RLEB and this D1. So we have drawn this circuit over here, RLEB and this D1. Current will flow in the same direction itself. So I02, if I01 is positive, I02 will also be positive. V02 will be the voltage across the diode. So drop, if the diode is ideal, V02 will be 0 at steady state. So when D1 is on, what is happening? My inductor is discharging, but my current is positive. Now read this region, D1 on. Okay, so during this region, D1 is on. Inductor is discharging, current is positive. Sorry, so discharging current, but current is positive above 0 line. Okay, V naught 2 during this region is 0. So during this region, what is E naught go in this direction? 0. It is 0 up to this line. Up to this line, it is 0. So class A chopper studied. See, class A means positive current, positive voltage. If you do the average value, positive voltage 0. That means you will get a positive value. Positive current, positive current. Do the average, you will get a positive current itself. So positive current, positive voltage. That means class A operation. When CH1 is on, D1 is on, we will have class A operation. Now next slide. Class B operation. Now if you go to the main figure, how class B operates. When class B operates, first CH2 is on. When CH2 is on, this acts as my supply. This will drive the current through the inductor and charge the inductor. So CH2 RLE will remain in the circuit when CH2 is on. And when CH2 is off, this inductor will discharge through this diode to the source. So that is the two regions of study over here. First, when CH2 is on. So this region, CH2 is on, which we are studying. In the graph, you see when CH2 is on, we are studying this region. Now, since this EB is charging my inductor now, this EMF source, my current direction will be in this direction, from right to left. So if you compare your standard direction, it is from left to right, I naught direction. So my I naught coming in this figure is negative. So I naught is in this direction as shown over here is negative. But now inductor is charging. So inductor will charge in the negative direction. So there is an increase in current in the negative direction, charging. Now, when this CH2 is off, inductor will discharge. Polarity across this will change. You can understand. This will be plus, so this is connected to this. And obviously, we have told that this voltage L di by dt plus E should be greater than EDC. Then only current can flow in this direction. So current will be maintained in this direction only as inductor is discharging. And another condition should be L di by dt plus EB should be greater than this EDC. So as current is flowing in this direction, I02 and I01 has the same direction. So if I01 is negative, I02 will also be negative. And if you apply KVL in this direction, okay, so V02 will come out to be EDC. Because see, over here, if you go in this direction, in the anti-clockwise direction, there is a rise in potential over here, -2 plus, -2 plus. So there is a rise in potential over here. So upper terminal will be automatically plus only. So this is plus, this is minus. So V02 will be EDC, which is positive. Okay. Okay. CH2 region. First, we'll do the CH2. What is V01? 0. During CH2 region, how will we plot my E0 over here? 0. See, during CH2 region, how they are plotted? 0. And current is negative. And when D2 is on, that means during this region or during this region, whichever you want to take. Okay, we'll start with this region only because this is the initial start. Okay, what they have done? D2. So during this D2, what happens? My voltage V02 is equal to EDC positive. So during this D2, what is my voltage? E0, EDC. So I plotted EDC over here. What is I02 during this region? Negative. So it is negative. Negative discharging. That means it is coming from this point to this point. If you realize this figure, it has charged up to this, then discharging at this point. Now source current I am leaving up to you. You can understand how the source current flows and easily plot it. Okay, this I am leaving up to you as a homework. You can understand. IS means what is the current flowing from this source over here. Okay, EDC. You can easily understand the operation and do it. So up to here, if you have any problem, you can tell me. Class C operation, explain. We have to combine class A and B, then only we can understand your class C chopper.
স্যার ওই যে I0 max আর I0 min এর ওই ওয়েভফর্মটা আরেকবার একটু বলবেন কিভাবে আঁকা হয়েছে?
When chopper is connected, remember the inductor charges. তাহলে চার্জিং কারেন্ট কি হয়? এক্সপোনেনশিয়ালি ইনক্রিজ। ঠিক আছে, তাহলে এই পয়েন্টে in the first figure when CH1 is on, it should exponentially increase. So when CH1 is on, it is exponentially increasing. Now when CH1 is off, D1 is on, it is discharging. Inductor always discharges through this diode. These are called as feedback diode or freewheeling diode. So if inductor is discharging, that means it will exponentially decrease. So during this portion, it is exponentially decreasing.
এইভাবে হচ্ছে
এইভাবে হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে। আবার যখন এই CH2টা চার্জ হচ্ছে বাট কারেন্ট নেগেটিভ, সো ইন নেগেটিভে চার্জ হচ্ছে, ইনক্রিজ হচ্ছে, নেগেটিভে ইনক্রিজ হচ্ছে, আবার ডিক্রিজ হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে। এটা একটা স্মল প্রবলেম আছে, দেখো, জাস্ট ফর আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং। একটা ক্লাস, we have taken a class C chopper. The DC voltage source is given 220 volt. The load on the motor is given RLE. So a DC motor which has R as 0.1, L as 10 millihenry, EB as 100 volt. What we have to determine? We have to determine the duty cycle when the chopper is operating in motoring mode, because this can operate in two modes. One is in motoring in the first quadrant, one is in braking in the second quadrant. So during the motoring mode, that means first quadrant operation. First quadrant operation means current is positive, so current will be positive I naught. So E naught minus EB by R. Okay, now if you recall the fact over here, one thing I forgot to tell you. If you recall the fact, this chopper, class A chopper, we had studied the same configuration. Anything you can tell me to which circuit it is similar? Whether it is or tell me whether it is a step up chopper or step down chopper. Tell me this one, class A chopper. Anyone can tell me whether it is a step up or step down chopper?
Step up.
Step up কেন হচ্ছে? ভোল্টেজ দেখো, কারেন্টের ডাইরেকশন সব সময় কোন দিকে?
স্টেপ ডাউন হচ্ছে।
স্টেপ ডাউন সব সময়। Current is from higher potential to lower potential. Current direction is always this one, so it always flows into the load. So it is step down.
Step down.
If you check this class B, current direction is opposite. Load voltage should be greater than your EDC, then only this D2 will conduct. That means E naught is greater than EDC. That means it is a step up converter. So this is basically class A is a step down, this is a step up converter. And stepped up converter. Okay, that's why what I was telling. So E naught minus EB by R. So they have used the formula of step down, alpha EDC minus EB by R. And what can be written as, you can calculate this alpha from here, that is I naught into R. This EB will come in this direction, so I naught into R plus EB, alpha into EDC, so EDC goes in the denominator. And you put all these values, 10.1 plus 100 from this data is given everything, so you can calculate your alpha. Now what is the critical duty cycle for regenerating mode? Critical duty cycle means beyond this duty cycle, if you increase, then it will jump into regenerating mode. So since in the class A is a step down chopper, so alpha is equal to EB by EDC. So 0.4545 we will get it. And duty cycle in the regenerative braking. Now in the regenerative braking, what happens? Second quadrant, my current becomes negative. So same formula, but I naught has become negative. And we have calculated our alpha value. Regenerative braking, second quadrant, current will be negative. Motoring mode, current is positive, so according to that calculate your alpha. Regenerative braking, when asked, I naught will be negative, according to that calculate your alpha. Now what is the power, last one, what is the power return to the source during braking? So what will be the power return to the source? So whatever this EB will consume, this inductor will not consume any power. This EB will consume some power or deliver some power, is delivering some power, right? And this resistor will dissipate the power. So if I calculate the power across this of the battery and subtract the power of this resistor, I can find the total power that is delivered from the load to the source, because this is my total load. Average power through the inductor is 0. So if I my EB into I0, if I get the power over here and subtract I naught square R from that, we'll get the total power that is delivered to the source. So that is the formula they have used. Just simple logic, everything is very simple, and just put in the values. Only take care of motoring mode and regenerative mode. Current is positive over here, current is negative. Next slide. is class D chopper. Now in class D chopper, we are having another 2-quadrant chopper. But now this class D chopper operates in first and fourth quadrant. Now when we are operating class D chopper in first and fourth quadrant, we should take care. Previously it was first and second quadrant, so current was becoming negative in the second quadrant. But over here current is always positive in both the quadrants, but voltage is becoming negative in the fourth quadrant, whereas voltage is positive in the first quadrant. So this is our basic circuit of your class D chopper. We have two choppers, CH1 and CH2. We have a motoring load RLE, and we have two diodes like this. So remember, when choppers will be on, this inductor will charge. When diodes will be on, this inductor will discharge. This is all cases. Whatever we'll study in future circuits also, you should remember that inductor charges through the switch and discharges through this freewheeling diode or feedback diodes. So that circuit is simplified into RLE load. Your motor has been replaced by RLE. So RLEB. See the pole. Check the polarity of your EB. This side will be obviously plus. This side will be minus. There is another exception over here. In order to get the negative voltage over here, you need to change your EB terminal. Okay, this side will be positive. This side will be negative. So there is one condition over here which you need to operate when you are operating in this fourth quadrant and third quadrant. Wherever your E0 is negative, your EB terminal should be reversed. That is one condition that will be added over here. Now we'll go into the study of this circuit. Now there are two cases over here. Once your T on, that means on time of the switches, will be greater than 50%, that is T by 2. Duty cycle will be greater than 50%. And once the duty cycle will be less than 50%. Why? This will make the current continuous and discontinuous of the thing. I not over here. Okay. Another case is that T naught less than T by 2. So that are the two modes of operation over here. T on greater than T by 2 and T on less than T by 2. Now, if you jump into the figure, this is IG1. This is the total T over here. If you start from this point to this point, this is the total T because this is the off time. This small gap is the off. This whole high time is your T on time. So you can easily understand that T on is greater than T by 2. T may be in between over here. So T on is obviously greater than T by 2. This gating pulse is over here, starting from here. If I take the complete pulse from here, this one T off, then this one T on. So T on is again greater than T by 2. This point is total T. So T on is again greater than T by 2. For both the switches, T on should be greater than T by 2. Now if you take this type part, okay, this part from this point, from this point to this point. Okay, so from this point to this point, I'm marking it over here, from this point to this point. So IG1 is high, IG2 is also high. Now when IG1 and IG2 are high, that means my chopper CH1 and CH2 are on. So CH1 and CH2 are on. So CH1 and CH2 are on. So when CH1 and CH2 are on, inductor will charge, and previously we should see the current direction. I0 is in this direction. So if this is in this direction, this side will be plus, this side will be plus, this side will be minus V0. So this is the polarity of the positive output voltage. If opposite polarity comes, then it will be negative, and I0 is positive in this direction only. Okay. So now when CH1 and CH2 is on, So this current flows from this positive, goes in this direction, goes in this R, L, E, B, goes to CH2, back to negative. So this I naught 1, and if you compare your I naught, these directions are same. So I naught 1 will be positive. I naught 1 direction is this side only, which is same as the original I naught direction. So I naught 1 is positive. Now V naught 1, if you apply KVL in the circuit, V naught 1 will be positive, and as current enters in this direction, this terminal will be positive, this terminal will be negative. So if you compare with the previous figure which I had drawn with pen, this side was positive, this side was negative. So V naught 1 also comes out to be positive, that is equal to EDC. I naught 1 is charging current and positive. So during this period we will study what is E naught. We have drawn during this period. EDC, right? So we have drawn EDC over here, EDC value, positivity. During this period, I naught 1 is positive and charging. During this period, what we have drawn, I naught 1 is charging and it is positive current. So above zero line. Next, let us study this region. CH1 on. Let us study during this region, okay? During this region. So during this region, what happens? Ig1 is high, Ig2 is low. So this means my CH1 is on, CH1 is on, CH2 is off. So my CH1 is on. Now it is connected to the load like this. See, it is connected to this RLED load like this. Now which acts as my source now? My inductor now acts as my source. It will drive the current through this load RLEB and to some path of the circuit. So if you look in this figure, this CH1 is on, this load is there. Since inductor current direction will not change, it will flow in this direction. This is off over here. So current can't come flow this path and go to this D1. So obviously this current will come through this D2 and completes its path through this CH2. So only the above part of the circuit remains. So that is what I have drawn over here. CH2 RLE discharges through D2 back to CH1 load D2 back to CH1. Now current enters in this direction. Okay. So I naught 1 and I naught 2 directions are same, positive.
স্যার এখানে CH1 টা যখন কনসিডার করছি তখন কি CH2 টা অফ থাকছে তাই তো?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে এখানটা পালসটা দেখো, এইটুকুনি রিজন, উই আর স্টাডিং দিস রিজন। Ig2 is low, তার মানে CH2 কি হয়ে গেল?
কারণ এখানে এটা অফ আছে।
অফ হয়ে গেল, ঠিক আছে? Only Ig1 is given high pulse, so only CH1 is on. So CH1 is on. তাহলে এবার ইন্ডাক্টর তাহলে তো ডিসচার্জ করতে হবে, it has to discharge. So in which path the current can flow? Obvious possible path is only D2. So it will discharge through this path. Okay. So now inductor current is positive and but discharging current. So during this region, see, inductor current is discharging, but positive above zero line. And what will be V02? This load voltage is nothing but VD2 plus VCH. Both are switches ideally drop across, this is 0. So V02 is equal to 0. So V02 during this region is 0. So E0 is plotted 0 over here. So E0 is plotted 0 over here. দেখো কোথাও ডাউট থাকলে বলবে কিন্তু। নেক্সট স্লাইডে যাচ্ছি, going to next slide. There is another mode of operation. Now another term comes, if you recall this part, if you study this part. Okay, in this part Ig2 is high. Now, or you can read this part also, this region also, that is same, because this is a cycle, everything will repeat one after another. So Ig2 is high, Ig1 is low. That means CH2 will be on. That means CH2 will be on. I'll go in this main figure. Now CH2 is on. Now inductor has to discharge. Current was flowing in this direction only. So how will the inductor current flow? This is off. So this will flow in this direction. This is on. Go through this D2 and complete a path over here. So now, sorry, D1. So now what will be on? This load CH2 and D1. Load CH2 and D1 is on. Current is flowing, I3 is flowing in the same direction, discharging current. So same direction, current will be positive. See, during this region we are studying, so discharging current, positive current, exponentially decreasing. V03 will be what? D1, VD1 plus VCH2. If both are ideal, then V03 will be 0. So V03 during this region is drawn 0 over here. So these are the three modes of operation which will be there in case of T on greater than T2, and this process will go on repeating. So the basic charging will be done when my CH1 and CH2 will be on, when both the choppers are on. When one chopper is on and one diode is on, it will discharge. And another mode of discharge is through another chopper on and through the opposite diode, D1. So if you try to understand these figures, you see, if you compare these figures, in order to understand it very nicely, once the upper part of the circuit is on for the inductor to discharge, and once the lower part of the circuit is on. So this is how the operation is done in quadrant class D chopper. Okay, now class D chopper, we have told it operates in which quadrant? First quadrant and second quadrant. Now go to the figure which we have drawn over here. So if you take the average value of E0, it will be positive only because there is no negative value over here. So positive voltage. Voltage is positive. I0 is also above 0 line. So if you take the average value, it will be positive. So positive voltage, positive current, which means first quadrant operation. So we are getting first quadrant operation. IS, again a homework for you, leaving up to you. Check your all the three circuits are drawn over here. What is IS? IS means what? This current coming out of the source. And how will this nature come? You do your self study over here. Now last, your T1 less than T by 2. What happens when your on time is less than T by 2? Now you check your this figure. This is your off time. This is your on time over here. Off time, on time. This total up to this is T as marked. Okay, so T on, you can understand that is less than T by 2. T by 2 may be at this point. So T on with is less than T by 2. Now what happens during this time? Now if I take this part, okay, I'll study this part first, because during this part your choppers will be on and the inductor will charge. Okay, now since we have to get a negative voltage over here, we have to change your EB terminals. Okay, now what is changing your EB terminals? That means you are changing the armature terminals. I had already told you EB I0 characteristic is nothing but your torque speed characteristics. In order to get opposite direction rotation, you need to change your armature terminals. So I have just changed my armature terminals over here. So during this period, IG1 is low, IG2 is high. So my CH2 is on. This is my load RLEB. CH2 is on. So this EB now acts as my source because there is no other source in the network. So this charges my inductor through this CH2, obviously this diode D1 back to this load. Now this side will be positive because this is my source over here, positive, this side is negative. Now current flows in which direction? From left to right. Again, if you compare I02 with I0, it is entering into the load only. So I02 over here is entering your load only. So this I naught 2 is positive, and now inductor is charging. So I naught 2 is positive, inductor is charging. During this region, inductor is charging I naught 2. Okay. What will be V naught 2? At steady state, this V naught 2 will be nothing but VD1 plus VCH2. That is, at steady state, it will be 0. So V naught 2 during this region is plotted at 0. During this region is plotted at 0. What is on during this period? CH2 and D1. CH2 and D1. Now it has to discharge. Inductor has to discharge, keeping the current in the same direction. Now, if you go to this figure over here, now CH2 is off when during this period we are studying, during this small period, okay. During this small period we are studying, or during this small period, whichever you want to do. Okay, let me take the starting period only. During this small period we are taking. So no gate pulse is given to Ig1 and Ig2. Obviously CH1 and CH2 both will be on during this time, but inductor has to discharge. How will it discharge? So you can draw your load first, like this. Now this EB is my source, and this inductor also now acts as my source. Previously current was entering in this direction. So this terminal was, so previously what I was saying, that current in this direction, I naught 2 was in this direction. So this terminal was positive, this terminal was negative. Now current is flowing in this direction only, but inductor is discharging. So this has become minus, this has become plus. So if I go in this direction, my voltage is adding up. So this terminal will be positive, this terminal will be negative. And if you apply KVL, you will get V01 is equal to minus EDC. You will get plus EDC, no problem. But why we are writing minus? Because my load voltage polarity has changed according to the standard polarity. My standard polarity, this side would have been plus, this side would have been minus. So now my polarity over here, this side is plus, this side is minus. So we'll get a negative voltage over here. Since I naught 1 is flowing in the same direction as I naught 2, it will be treated as positive. But what it is now happening, it is discharging. So during this period which we are studying, so inductor current means I naught is discharging, which is nothing but your load current. What is my E naught? Minus EDC. So I have drawn in minus EDC over here. So I have drawn minus EDC over here and discharging current over here. Now if you calculate the average value, it will be center line between these two, that is positive. If I calculate the average value of this voltage, it will be center line between these two, that is negative voltage. So negative voltage, positive current, that means which quadrant is fourth quadrant operation. So this is how another mode of operation is there, we will study. This is how your fourth quadrant operation is obtained. Okay, so fourth quadrant operation is obtained this way. Another point of charging maybe in this case also, when CH1 is on. So when CH1 is on, what will happen? This EB will drive my current through this D2, and the upper part of the circuit is active. So again it is charging current. Current is entering in this direction only. So during this region it is charging. What will be V03 is nothing but VCH1 plus VD2 is equal to 0. So during this period it is 0 over here. So this is how your class D chopper operates. There are two modes of operation. One is T on greater than T by 2, where you get first quadrant operation, and in that there are three modes. One, CH1 and CH2 will be on. Then it will discharge when CH2 is off through D2, and if CH1 is off, it will discharge through D1, and will get output voltage average value as positive, and output current average value also positive. So positive current, positive voltage gives me first quadrant operation. And when T on is less than T by 2, what will happen? Once my CH2 will be on at one particular moment, and at one moment CH1 will be on. When those two choppers are on, the inductor will charge, and once my lower part of the circuit will remain, this one, and when CH1 is on, the upper part of the circuit will remain. So during this two time are charging current, so these are exponentially increasing, and when it will discharge through the two diodes D1 and D2. During that time we'll get negative voltage minus EDC, and if you calculate the average value, you will get positive current because it is above zero line. If you calculate the average value over here, it will go in the negative direction, so you will have a negative voltage. Okay, so negative voltage, positive current, that means fourth quadrant operation. That's why we are going into first quadrant and fourth quadrant operation. Okay, up to this for today's class. If you have any doubt, you can clear it. কোনো অসুবিধা নেই এই অবধি দেখে নাও।
ঠিক আছে।
নেক্সট দিন কালকে যেটা করব, what we will do is class E chopper, মানে 4 quadrant chopper, চারটে কোয়াড্রেন্টে it will operate, and another topic multi-phase chopper. তাহলে chopper will be complete. We'll next week we will start on with inverter. ঠিক আছে, চলো তাহলে এন্ড করছি, হ্যাঁ মিটিং।